Yeah, but a lot of women, you can't give them that type of control over you. And too, I was younger too, just running through my shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I wanted to,
Expanding.
yeah, expound. Like I wasn't even thinking along those lines. Ego will stop you from doing all of that. A lot of the times, well, insecurity is too.
Y'all want into this?
Yeah, sometimes I don't. A lot of men don't know how to, especially when I was younger. A lot of men don't know how to really deal with being with a woman who may be more financially stable than he is. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I could do it. Like you say, once she ain't trying to control me, I could do it. I get that. I could see her helping me to get in a better position because
It's hard for them to do that. It's really hard for them to do that, to be honest with you.
to help me get in a better position.
Yeah.
Or not control me.
To not control you. Subconsciously, I think that always has happened.
Oh, well, okay. That's how I see it. If you get a woman who has made her money herself, she's gonna control you. If you get a woman who probably inherited her money, it might be different. Because she might be
Smart.
she might be more submissive coming from that role where her daddy was the breadwinner. And her mommy was probably a housewife, and she saw that okay, her mommy was submissive to the husband, and now that she has the money, she probably just want to help someone grow with her.
To
You
be
never
honest,
know.
and to be truthful too, a lot of women really don't. A lot of women really don't put too much stock on, especially nowadays. A lot of women don't really put a lot of stock on their man being more financially stable than them. You know,
Right.
because when you look at it, half of the percentage of the workforce, women making more money than in all areas of the world. Women starting to make more money than men. Now I could be lying about this, but this is what I've seen. Like I'm seeing a lot of women now in bigger positions than men. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of women don't really watch or they don't really pay too much attention to if they man has less than them financially. As long as they working towards something, I think that's what counts with a lot of women. But like I say, ego for men is a lot of men is getting in the way of what we trying to do. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of men they can't subsidize the fact that their woman might be making more than them.
Could you?
And I don't think now boy, that's a tough question. I don't even think I could now. I probably could. It just depends on the level of the relationship. Like
Boy, I know.
like if that's someone I see myself trying to be with long term, yeah. If it's someone I just having fun with, we just fucking or you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, okay, it depends on the woman for me. Like, it depends on if she's a genuine person, she's genuinely nice, and everybody knows it's about her, the kind of person that she really is. Then maybe I can see that happening. I don't want her to feel as if because she makes more money than me that she has to support me financially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Or I'm still gonna do my man role. We go on a date, I picking up that check, whatever the case may be. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with her taking me out to dinner or picking up the check every now and again because we together. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I still want to be able to maintain my man role and do my part. I don't think I've ever had a woman. I don't think I've ever dated a woman who makes more money than me. I don't think so. And if I did, they probably would. I mean, I have women who offered to buy me things, and I had a woman offer to put me in a house before, like us two together in the house, but she was trying to basically say I had to be with her for us to get in this house together, and I was like, nah, I good.
But you hold on.
Like
Expound. Tell me more.
Her mother left this house to her. Or her mother has two houses. She lives with her mother in another house, and this other house was still available. Like they vacant, they don't have no rent or anything like that. And I guess her mother told her if she finds someone serious, they can live in the house, or she can give her the house.
Ah, okay.
So I was like, so she told this to me, and I was like, yeah, I try to be serious with you, so like I gotta help you with that.
She's trying to be a pussy fairy then.
Yeah, like
The sex is good?
sex is good, but that ain't good enough. Like, bro, first off, I think I can't see me moving into a woman's house, bro.
Yeah, that's
Like,
another
I
thing
can't
for
see me
me.
doing
Like,
that.
if we move together,
That's different.
it'll be on the basis of, all right, me and you find this place together.
Exactly.
Or this is my place and you move into it.
I rather us find the place together,
Together.
or she
Yeah.
move into my shit. I can't see
Yeah.
me moving into a woman's space.
Because
dog.
trust that she'll kick your ass out real
Yeah,
fast.
exactly. Where around they come, oh, get out of my house.
Yeah,
But you know,
real-
I ain't the kind of guy you could tell that to in the heat of the moment and then feel like you would come
You
back
come
to me
back,
later
yeah.
and be like,
You-
oh, baby, I was mad. Nah.
She'll kick you out for the dishes. Some of these women.
You would just trash it all
They
the
so,
time.
yeah, they so emotional. No,
Oh,
bro,
boy.
I don't think I can have that over my head. But yeah, I think we live in a toxic society of this. The Bahamas in general generates this toxic. What's the word I'm looking for? Masculinity. This toxic masculinity we have as to where men feel as though they always have to do more financially. You should. And I agree with that. You know what I mean? I want to be the person that is financially stable and I could do everything for the relationship financially.
Right.
And you help out if you feel like helping out or
If it's possible.
If it's possible.
Or needed.
Right. But I feel like we push this masculine agenda where no matter what situation a man is in, he has to be able to produce financially, especially in a relationship. You know what I mean? That's why you have a lot of men. You notice it. If you go to the bars, you go to somewhere to eat, that nigga will spend his last just to impress. Like if we sitting at a bar with a bunch of female women, that nigga would spend his last, or he'd go on break just
Right.
to impress or make it seem as though he have enough money
To take care
to
of the
take care of
situation.
these women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Strangers, we'd go then buy a drink for a stranger. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
But if you're doing that, and at the end of the day, you can't eat for the rest of the week.
Nah, I mean, no sense.
Something ain't right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's subconscious to us being in this environment or society in the Bahamas, where no matter what situation you're in financially as a man, you have to be able to provide.
Well, all right, this is how I used to work. This is how I work, right? For me, if I dating a female or I dating, we're not gonna go on a date unless my rent money's put aside, my kids' money is straight, like everything for that month is being solid for me.
Right.
I have extra money to play with. Let's go on some dates.
So-
Now, if we've been dating for a while and I consistently pay for dates and you say, you know what, let's go on a date, it's on me. I can accept that because it's reciprocated. It's not just I meet you and you willing to pay for a date. No, I have to build some type of rapport with you, and we have to be on a certain level for me to actually accept the fact that you're gonna pay for this date for me.
So what do you say to the people or the men that think that fuck it, you spend it come right back? See, those are the majority of the men that they really don't care. They really don't care where this money going, you know.
You mean like they got it like that?
If
Like it
no,
loose?
if that's their last, they spending their last on piece of pussy. And I just want to be, I don't want to be too frank. But they spending their last. What do you say to them? Like, and I would say something to them. And I learned this a little late. I ain't getting in no relationship if I ain't financially stable. I can tell you that now.
I agree with that 100%.
I don't care what you say, man. Focus on yourself first.
Yeah.
Get yourself up there. Make yourself valuable in some type of way. You know what I mean? If you valuable, the women could come. They could come. Trust me when I tell you they could come. But unless you really financially stable, I don't advise you to just jump into a relationship
Okay.
as a man.
I agree with you, but let me ask you this. Let's just say you talking to a woman and you say to her, this is your reason why you don't want to get in a relationship. How you think a woman's going to respond to that?
Some of them don't receive it well. Some, like I say to you, some of them really don't care. Some
Right.
of them don't care if you have your shit together. You know,
And they'll voice it to you.
If they fucking with you, they fucking with you, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they'll sit with you, and but like for me, and like I say, the ego is a serious thing. Like the ego won't allow that for me. You know what I mean? Because I want to be the person that will be able to provide. I want to be able to help you and not hurt myself. You know what I mean?
I agree.
A lot of men don't do that.
Listen to me. I've been feeling that way a long time. I've never voiced it to a female though. I've never stated that that's one of my reasons. But I would not get in the relationship if I'm not able to provide
Yeah.
the cushion that I need to provide for. I agree.
Listen, I need me some pussy fairies. I had a few in my life. I ain't telling you no lie. I had a few.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree on building together. I agree on that. I was adamant on that when I was younger. Agreed. Now, for me, like, I've met one or two females who try, like, give me money. But, like, I had this girl before I dated her. Nah, she has this history of, if she dates a guy, she spends money on him, she can let everybody know how she spent this money on him. Stays in, like, she can brag to everybody, like, oh, I used to date Rivers, you know, man, I do this for Rivers. I do that for Rivers. I do this for Rivers. I do that for Rivers.
That's all of them now.
So now, well, no, all women like that Rivers. Like, be real. So
A lot of women. All right, a lot of women in our generation like that.
I don't agree. Not a lot. I've met more women who are not like that than more women who are like that.
Women, that's subconscious to them, you know.
I mean, they all like how they say it.
I met women who will tell you, hey, I'll do this for you. You know what I mean? And I'm watching no face.
And then later down, you hear it.
Later down the line, you'll hear it some way. Even if they mention it subtly to someone, they can mention that.
No, I haven't had a lot of that.
But
Maybe.
lucky for you.
But like I said, this one particular female, she was telling me all the things that she did for this guy. And I don't know this nigga from a cat of pink. So I told her, like, listen to me, I don't need to hear every detail you did for him. I said, nah, if you said to me, I was there in this time of need, I can understand, I can respect that. But don't go into depth with everything you did with the guy. I don't even know this guy. So now, what if I was a fucked up nigga? I would look at him and be like, this nigga's a lousy nigga. Like, his girl's doing all these things. But I know there's two sides to every story. I know the kind of person that she is. So when we were dating, we went out one day for the whole day. And every stop we made to, like, get food or drinks, she pulled on her purse to go pay. And I was like, and she gave, like, she
Baiting you.
she getting it before me. So
She baiting
I
you.
stopped her when we got to lunch. I said, listen to me. I got money. No, I can pay for this. She's like, oh, no, that's fine. I said, no, that's fine, but I can pay for this. And I didn't want to tell her, but I want to tell her, like, because I don't want you to go telling people, you do this and you do that, or I use you.
Right.
Because women are good at switching stories now. I swear to
yeah.
behemoth women. My Lord.
Oh, yeah.
That's similar to, like, when we say, you could say hi to a woman and then go, he try to talk to me.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When that story get around, that's a whole different thing.
They experts at that, son. So, I mean, I don't really care once I know it ain't true, because I know you ain't doing all these things for me. I don't care what you do, but I know what it is. You know what it is.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna even be put in that position for you to be like, oh, I used to do all these things for him. Nah.
So let me ask you, because, and I lose my train of thought a bit, and let me try to get that back. What's going on? Heading set. Yeah, let me ask you, because, shit, I forget my train of thought, man. I forget. You taking so long, I wanted to ask you something. Shit.
Okay, woman saying she can spend her money on you. She bragging about it subconsciously. She telling people about it.
I can't remember. I can't remember. But anyway, yes, that's what I was gonna say. Just like our ego, right? A lot of times people will do things for you just to boost their own ego, you know. So that's why I say sometimes it's be subconscious. Like, I don't think they mean to brag about it, but because subconsciously it feeding their ego and they doing things or they helping you out in certain ways just to really
make themselves look good or feel better.
Make themselves feel better. That's why it has happened. And I feel like a lot of people here, like I say, it's a toxic society, especially with men. Like, you, no matter what the situation is, no matter how much money you making, if your woman making more than you, 9 times out of 10, it's expected for you to provide everything in that relationship.
So if my woman making more money than me and I provide everything in this relationship, what is she doing? Saving up her money
See,
for
that's
a rainy day?
That's
Like-
the problem. That's the problem I have. Like, I feel as though, yeah, we've been caged to this toxic society, and men feeling like they must provide in every situation financially in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where I think they gone wrong, and the gap, I guess, that bridge would be in built is, okay, what we leaving? Like, what's our legacy financially? Like, a lot of times you'll check families, the men they gone through their whole entire marriage or their entire relationship span, and they were spending money and providing, doing everything for the family financially, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, they don't have nothing to speak for it. Nothing for the kids to fall on, no business, no properties, none of these things. And I think that's where we need to, because if I in a marriage spanning however long,
Mm-hmm.
I providing everything, paying all the bills, everything straight, all the vacation, school fee, kids going to college, all these things, right? I should at least be able to come to my wife and say, hey, babe, it's this property. I want to put some money on. And she could come up with half, if not all of that.
Seeing that they paying all these other bills.
Especially if she's working. Now, if she's a housewife, that's different. That's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's working just as much as me, and that's what modern women, a lot of modern women, they don't want to be wives.
You ever had to say that women say, my money, the women say, her money is her money, and your money is her money.
Yeah, but that's where we ain't making no sense. That's where this generational curses continue.
Yeah.
Of us not having nothing, because why is it me and you working, we have our funds, I spending my money to provide for you, which is no problem. Make sure everything's straight, make sure all the bills straight. You don't have to worry about that.
Right.
At the end of the day, we don't have no business. We don't have nothing to lean on. We don't have nothing to pass down to our kids when we die or retire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's senseless to me. That's straight senseless.
I agree. So
I feel as though, okay, I doing these things. I should come to you, babe. I need $10,000 for this property. I need $5,000 to start this business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everything going in our name. When we die or when we get sick or when we get older, they passing down to the kids anyway.
Well, I mean, that's a conversation you should have from jump. And when I say from jump, let's say y'all get serious and y'all plan to get married, or y'all newlyweds, y'all married. This is where the plan should come into place that, hey, this is the structures or the things we're going to do to get things in order to leave this legacy for our kids.
How much relationships you think they talk about finances?
You may be surprised. Finance is one of it can be an uprise and a downfall of a relationship.
I never been in a relationship. I've been in maybe one relationship.
And y'all talk about finances.
I don't even think I've been in a relationship. That wasn't even the one I was in a relationship with. We used to talk about finances. We wasn't even together.
Well, that's a good sign.
I've never been in a relationship where we speak about finances, how we could budget, what we could do moving forward.
I've done it.
And these been with people who, like, I really thought that we was going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we never had those conversations. But you can't have those conversations when you are about to get married. Time to time to have that. You should have that before.
Yeah.
Because when you get married, all the bills which you have passing down on you. So these are things you need to know.
Well, in most cases, when a man is about to marry a woman, I don't know what bills she have. She probably still live at home and ain't got much bills.
Boy, you would be surprised.
Unless she got one little loan because she would take trips with her friends. It ain't nothing sense.
Or they add up. You might be 20 grand in before you even pay for the wedding.
I agree. But I mean, listen to me. At some point in your relationship, if y'all serious, y'all in plan that, or y'all see the vision that, hey, we can be together long term, or we may get married, these things need to come into place. Because even if y'all dating inconsistently, right? Y'all dating consistently and now, or she may live home, you live on your own. Yeah, but you know I have more bills than you. We doing these dates, we doing these trips. When we putting money aside for the wedding, start a business, or do something where we can have more income for us to do that, whatever we need to do. Me, I have kids, school fees got to pay. What we doing to help our situation?
Right.
These times you don't have these conversations, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't think you have them a lot. People don't have those a lot. And I could be honest with you.
People are behemens.
Behemoth. Hey man, I think, to be honest with you, I don't think that's a societal thing. Like with black people, I don't think.
Yeah. But not really. No.
I think we stray away from that financial conversation in a relationship. A lot of men, especially here, a lot of men you talk to, niggas our age, they don't even let their girls know how much this make. I mean, I ain't saying that's something you should do, right? But if you plan on getting married to someone at some point in time, y'all gotta have that conversation. Some people will feel as though they get married and they ain't supposed to share no finances or nothing.
See, it depends on the dynamic of your relationship as well. When I'm in a relationship, my woman is my partner. So that's my friend and everything. So we talking about everything. She can know how much I make it. But I work in the tipping industry. She ain't gonna know how much I get tipped.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
she don't have to know everything.
No, she don't have to know how much I get tipped. But
that's another conversation. But hold on, let me start this podcast. I ain't hit the drops yet. But yeah, guys, build value on yourself. Don't focus on too much on a relationship and chasing women. Try get your money up. Try get your dollar bills up. You know what I mean? Buy one of them sex toys if you have to, and all them blow up toys. They got the set with his get wet for you now.
No, sir.
You don't see them
no,
yet?
Sir. I see them
Yeah,
shit.
you see that?
Listen to me.
Get yourself one of them.
I can't see me buying no sex toy, boy.
Yeah, something to work, brother. But you just have to build value on yourself and stop trying to impress. You know what I mean? Women financially, especially if you don't got a dog. Hold on, what's going on? Yeah, me run the drops. Don't fuck with me like that.
New banks and infinite rivers.
Welcome to the 2 for 2 podcast. I'm your host, Rivers, here today. This is episode 24 of the 2 for 2 podcast. Here today. We short staff by today, but we can make it work. Banks is here. Tom is here. I got my boy Humphrey in the back there. Yeah, we here. It's a nice conversation we was having, but I wanted to ask you, what do you feel about telling secrets to your partner? You feel as though you should tell your partner all your secrets,
My secrets, or because you talking about pillow talk, like where I might tell someone to do my
no,
voice.
your secrets, like the shits. You know the shits. You know sometimes you just be getting into the shits.
Boy, it depends on what kind of woman you are, baby. Women's spiteful, so I don't want to tell her my secret, and then we don't end on a bad note.
But in a general sense, you feel as though you have to tell your partner every single thing. And from your past, something might happen last week that you don't feel like you should share. You feel like that's okay?
For me, like I say, it depends. But when I'm in a relationship, like that person should be my best friend. That should be everything. Certain things I feel like may come up later as an issue. I will not discuss. I will not bring up. If it's something that happened inappropriate or that she may think is inappropriate to work with a female co-worker or a female friend, there's a lot of things that may cause little small issues or minuscule issues that don't need to happen because we had this conversation about this secret,
right,
or this issue or this incident what happened to work. So not everything. You have to use your discretion to see what kind of woman you have. Like, let me see if she can make a big deal of this later down the line, or throw jazz or throw shit. So I don't think it's everything. No.
Everything, right? I agree with that. And this is a music podcast. I promise y'all we could get the music today. We get to some music. We just had some shit we won't get into. So you don't feel like you have to tell them everything.
No.
What if you dating a girl, let's say maybe 3 months, you never been around the friends. You always have these friends.
Mm-hmm.
You never been around the friends. One of these times y'all go out, a friend pop up or she invite a friend over, whatever the case may be. Come to find out there's someone you had relations with in the past. You tell her? The friend ain't say nothing. Would you tell her?
My girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long? Like immediately after you meet the friend? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
you ain't even letting it slide?
No, I ain't trusting that. I ain't trusting that. I let no one shot. Hey, like, yeah. Girl, what? No, one shot. I ain't got nothing with that. I let you know. That's in the past before I meet you. I can't be held responsible for anything that happens before I meet you.
Right.
So I feel like I in the clear.
This her best friend, like she talk with this friend almost every day. You hear the name ringing, right? But you don't know the face.
Sure that's her.
Yeah, you don't know the face. You just said like this is probably a common name, Ashley. You know a million Ashley.
You know what I can tell her too? Ashley and Abdallah?
Huh?
Ashley and Abdallah?
That's what they say. Ashley ain't say nothing.
I can tell her because I feel like Ashley is your real friend. Because if Ashley's your real friend, Ashley would tell you.
All right.
That's how I feel. So that means Ashley could jeopardize some shit between us later on.
So you getting in women's business?
I tell him, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. I tell it, baby. Me no girl used to do
Oh man, we got some
That's the
music.
boss.
We got some music to get into. We had a few albums came out Friday. Let me see.
Gordy drop Friday, go on.
Yeah, I think that was Friday. 2 weeks ago, Doughboy. I don't know if you was listening to Doughboy. Doughboy.
Who was signed the tip? Who died?
Yeah. No.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, really? He had an album that came out 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago. And NLE, Chopper, he bring an album out. Yo Gotti came out Friday.
Gotti bopping.
2 Chainz came out Friday. I didn't get a chance to listen to any of them. I downloaded them, but I didn't listen to them yet.
I listened to one or two songs from Chainz. I listened to one of them with Dirk. You know, Dirk popping now, so I jump on whatever song Dirk on or Baby on.
I wasn't too excited for 2 Chainz album. Dope Don't Sell itself. I wasn't too excited for that because the last album kind of turned me off, and it kind of
The last album was what? Pretty Girls Like Dope Boy?
right. The
Travis
direction he was going in with that, I felt like it was kind of no, that wasn't it.
I don't remember.
I think it was the college or something like that. Something the sign into the league or something.
That one.
Yeah, I didn't like the direction he was going in. He was trying to make it like a basketball player coming out of the hood.
But that's his life. That's what it was.
Right, I know.
Uh-huh.
Right, but I feel like that album wasn't AR properly. I didn't like the song selections, the arrangements. I didn't like some of the features on there was subpar to me. So, and then the beats. Like whenever I listen to 2 Chainz, I know what I getting from him. Beats, bars, nice features.
He should have won. I remember when he started, Best Improved Artist from Titty Boy to 2
2
Chainz.
Chainz.
Titty Boy, he was garbage.
Yeah, that was an extraordinary transformation.
Extraordinary. He deserves some kind of recommendation for that.
I think he got to be the greatest to do that.
Yeah, that was
Transition rapper.
That was amazing.
He's one of the greatest to do that. Wayne was there too, from the Hot Boys to VZ or whatever.
Wayne was always
he got
kind of
some-
relevant though. He was kind of always hot because he was in the Hot Boys.
But when you think of Wayne, Hot Boy Wayne, you was thinking of BG. A lot of people knew that BG and Turf was writing a lot of their rhymes.
Yeah?
Hey man, baby, yeah.
Or Juvie.
Yeah.
And Juvie was a star of Hot Boys back then, but I was always a Wayne fan from Hot Boys. So I always liked his music. So, but 2 Chainz got to be the best to do that. Keep in mind, your boy you like.
I think is the best record on the last album. What I heard was a lot with 21 Savage.
Oh,
That was my favorite record on that album.
he didn't drop that was a little EP he dropped, but thing with Drake Big Amount. That was an EP. That wasn't an album, right?
I don't know.
That's like a 4 or 5 song little EP or something like that.
I don't know.
2 Chainz good though.
I remember that.
I like 1 or 2 songs of the album so far. I liked 1 or 2 songs you played earlier from Gotti. One thing I can say about Gotti, the last 2 albums, especially the one he dropped during the pandemic, I loved most of the songs on that.
Yeah.
Big Homie was nice. I can't remember the rest right now, but that last album was nice. And this one, I like his beats, but
I know a
his
few
beats.
people that don't like him, like no matter what he put out. I've always seen him as a top tier down south rapper.
I didn't like Gotti until his last album during the pandemic.
Yeah?
I didn't like him. No, I didn't like him. I didn't like most of his music. Oh, only Women Lie, Men Lie with Lil Wayne. Probably that's one of the only ones
So
I
I
like.
guess I gotta add you onto the list too. But like,
No, I mean,
if you
I
always
wasn't a
listen-
fan.
If you listen to his mixtapes, like from back in 2016, he was like that shit was booming.
I never was listening to him, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
When that
Yeah,
album
that's
came
what
out,
it is.
1 or 2 persons come to me and was like, boy, Gotti solid. And I feel like every song on the album was top notch.
Yeah.
I respected that. So that's why I started to fuck with Gotti.
Yeah.
And then, he's vibing with Dolph. So I was a Dolph fan too. So,
Yeah, but I ain't got a chance to like really sit down and listen to the album yet. From what I hear in glimpses, it sound dope. Donda 2 is coming out on the 22nd.
That's quick though.
Yeah, I feel we know why he doing that.
Why?
We know how he doing that. He gotta get some shit off, nigga. Just get out this divorce. You could see like
So you didn't see the shit he posts recently on Instagram, but when he finally back, Kim and all that.
right. But
So-
you could clearly see he hurting. You could clearly see that like
That's the demons he fighting, bro.
whatever you want to
Fighting
call
them
it.
demons, baby.
Whatever you want to call it, but I think he got some shit he want to get off. I feel like it's a bit too rushed, like for true, because I think the album came out when.
He says
September?
he says on Rock Nation.
Oh, Kanye?
Yeah, are you independent?
I think he Def Jam.
He have a partnership with them on Good Music.
No, Good Music is his label.
Is that a partnership with Def Jam?
With Def Jam.
Right. So you don't have a certain amount of albums.
He ain't
they have
on
to
the
bring
rock.
out.
No, he ain't on the rock no more.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
they have a certain amount of albums they got to bring out once.
Yeah, he ain't on the rock
alright.
no more. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit too. it's a bit too soon, but I know why he doing it. He said he made it a point to let everyone know that Future is the executive producer. So you kind of know what they expect. Toxic King. They coming to get some shit off together. Trust me. They coming to get some shit off. I expect it to be good though. I don't know how much. I don't want that much music, so I hope they don't like give us a whole 32 track list.
At least your boy could be featured on this album.
Oh,
Drake.
Yeah, I say
Drake
the same thing. They had a listening party Friday gone in Nobu in LA. So pretty dope. I don't know.
You think Kanye going crazy?
I don't know. I don't think he's crazy. He's cerebral. I don't think he's crazy. I think everything he does is very what do they call it? Precise and cerebral, like I say.
He's thinking though. He's an improved artist too. If you look at him, remember he started from he was a producer first, right? He was a producer first.
He started off a producer, but what you mean he improved in what?
I mean,
and what?
I don't like Kanye anyway. I don't like none of his music.
Yeah,
so
that's all.
I can't say he improved.
What else we got? What else we got? I don't know. Jennifer Lopez, because she coming out with something. Marry Me. Is this the album?
She asking to get married again.
This a picture. This is a soundtrack. The motion picture. I don't know. I guess the movie name Marry Me. What else? You know about any artists coming out? You just listen to music, babe. Besides, like who you know, you don't. Because what I do, I normally music is drop every Friday. I just go on Apple Music sometimes, and I just choose a random artist. That's how I find a lot of gems, especially R&B. You don't listen to R&B.
I do.
Straight cartel for you.
Fucking cartel, boy. Listen to me. I do not listen to dancehall music. I lay it now. Everybody's hot about this the extra dabs coming, this and that. I can't tell you none of these songs.
So let me ask you, because I don't know the situation. I didn't even know he was coming, to be honest with you, until you said that.
I mean, all the girls keep talking about it.
Why they denounce him from?
I don't know the exact details, but I remember seeing something about the Ministry of Health speaking about it. They probably think it's gonna be a COVID fest. Who knows?
But they just had Doja Cat over here for New Year's in Atlanta. Over 3,000 people.
Listen to me. I'm just telling you what I heard. I don't know. They might not. They might think the music that he brings is gonna bring a bad crowd. Who knows? I don't know. They saying they didn't get to go to Jungle, but the extra dabs coming. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Where they was expected of the concert by the Sports Center, I guess, right? You don't know? Yeah.
I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not a Dexter Dab fan, so I can't tell you. I know the tickets were high, and then I guess they put them down a bit or whatever.
Well, yeah, the first concert of the like in 3 years almost. So,
you just saw with Doja Cat, right?
Well, that's Atlanta's to do. That ain't publicly. That ain't
no one
public
else, yeah.
promoters.
Yeah.
That's a private company do that. But first concert from since 2019. Of course, these promoters trying to make their money. I ain't blaming them.
Yeah.
Jack them shit up, and people coming. So
I don't know if the Christian Council let them do that. I don't know.
They probably did. Yo, my knees ashy. I feel like I have ashy knees right now. But yeah. What else we got to talk about, man? We ain't got shit to talk about. We winging this today, but this could be a good one.
I need a massage.
You heard I'm talking about Nick Cannon?
Yeah. I see that on saying if he's selfish or he's a genius.
Oh yeah, by the way, Rihanna's having a baby finally on A$AP Rocky.
They said that's Drake going, boy. I don't know.
Drake look like he's going through it, to be honest with you.
Man, that shit, but that nigga I don't think Drake likes Rihanna as much as they make it seem.
I don't think so either, but you know how the internet go now. Yeah. The internet get internet.
I thought he liked Nicki more. He like Rihanna, to be honest.
Nicki?
Yeah.
Boy, I never feel that. I feel like Nicki was a run through, not a run through. He's gonna run through Nicki. I mean, so
remember when he first came out, he was on Nicki a lot, and then he jumped on Rihanna for a quick
well,
minute.
there's label mates.
Yeah, but
what Cash Money wanted them to do was collab on a lot of music because they were the two big artists in that time.
Still are. I mean, for Young Money label, for the label.
Yeah, so I think that was more so a collab thing. Did I think they do something? Yeah, but I don't think it was nothing big. Like I feel like he had a little more for Rihanna than It may not be now.
Rihanna's more of the wifey type, I guess.
Yeah, but it may not be
concept.
now. I don't think it's the same way now, but I think he did back then. But
No, no. I think he does. He has his thing about Warner Brother with OVO. He get his partnership. I think that's why he rush. If you're reading this now and
yeah.
want to do that, you rush those albums out.
Congratulations, shout out to ASAP and Rihanna bringing their first one into the world. But at the same time, me watching the news, everyone praise Rihanna. I watch everyone bash Nick Cannon because I think he's having his 8th or 9th kid.
Eight.
8, right?
Mm-hmm. He had a boy that died.
Right. So this one would make it 8.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, he's having his 8th kid. He announced it on his show, his New York television show. I don't know the name of the show, but he announced it there. And everyone is saying he's selfish.
Why is he selfish?
I want to know how you feel about this because they're basically saying, how is it you having all these kids with all these different women, but when are you really going to have the time to raise these kids and be there for these kids in the kids' life? To me, let me just give a quick opinion on this. A lot of people in general don't understand in situations like that, it takes sacrifice. You know what I mean? He's a businessman. He has shows. He has his ventures going on. But in any event, he's going to have to take a sacrifice. You know what I mean? And they don't realize that if he taking sacrifices, they would have to take sacrifices as well. You can't have the man want to be financially stable. He working his ass off to provide for all these kids, but then you have a problem because he ain't around 24/7 or even close to 24/7. You know what I mean? I think Nick Cannon, he looks like a stand-up dude to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel as though he could be, when he can be, that he would take that time to not be present in his child's life. I feel as though every time he has to be present, he'd do it.
Nah, you just say this child. You're talking about all.
His kids, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And it ain't like I'm saying. I could see them making that a case for somebody that may not be there financially. He could book a flight to get all his kids together with him for a weekend or two. However the case may be, they could work that out.
Well, that's how I see it. He has all these different platforms and other ways to make money. He might be working now to put himself in a position where he could fall back and let other people run those things for him.
Right.
Where he can spend time with those kids.
Well, some of them he actually physically have to be there because he does production.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
And then he's actually on the show.
He could, well, with the Wild Note, that's the only one I see he probably, and then in the talk show. But
and this is all opinion based speculation anyway. We don't know how their lives are. We don't know exactly how they run their lives and whatever the case may be, just to put it out there.
yeah, he might freak himself out and move everybody about else. Baby mamas and all. You know what I mean? He might could do that.
I'm sure he's gonna run into trouble because you're gonna have the baby mother who doesn't want to move.
He didn't have too many baby mothers to have all of them together anyway. All of them are not going to be friends. All of them are not going to be cordial. It's but what? Is it 8 of them? Or 7?
I don't think it's 8.
Maybe 7 or 7 or 6, because
you get
twins. You get twins with Mariah.
Don't quote me on this. This is where we missing.
Shut up with 5.
This is where we missing TV guy.
Yeah, but Nick Cannon never came off as that kind of dude from jump. They kind of expect those things from rappers. They didn't expect that from Nick Cannon. You know what I mean? Remember, he started married to Mariah, good guy, you know what I mean? So they didn't expect this kind of lifestyle from him. But bear in mind, he said that he's doing what he's doing because, remember, he almost died of a life-threatening situation. And when he came out of the hospital, I guess he viewed things differently. So he's saying, well, let me put my seat out there. Let me put that Cannon seat out there. So if I gone, these people can carry on my legacy. My kids will be there, you know? They're going to reap the rewards from my hard work now. But they can... Yeah, they can carry. He's trying to be healthy, so they can carry on my legacy.
He has 4 baby mothers.
About 8 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't bad.
Maybe forget him and Mariah twins.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't bad.
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't as bad as I thought.
Then he had 2 for the next person, 2 for the next person, and then another one. Then this one now.
No, I ain't bad, man. I ain't bad.
Yeah, but like I saying, you can't expect, in that case, I think that's out of the question to try to move all them in the same place.
They don't have to be in the same house.
Not in the same
They
house.
once they're in the same city, he should be good.
I don't think you could get that. And like
Same
I said,
city?
that's only us speculating because we don't know.
But not Mariah.
You
I'm
could
not talking
imagine.
Mariah, but
You
everybody
could
else.
imagine they have shit going on in their city. You know what I mean? They might have businesses. They might have a nice job that they don't want to just up and leave, just to be sitting in the house. You know what I mean?
But I mean, there's plenty of ways to work around that. You got summers, you got Christmas
Yeah,
breaks.
that's
you got
why
plenty
it's
of-
like
yeah, man,
it's
plenty of
like
ways to
you
work around
gotta
that.
you gotta give and take something. You can't. This man he's a mogul basically.
He is.
You can't expect him or be mad at him because all right, he ain't gonna be there at all times in his child life. Shit, basketball players they gone half of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They only spend time normally when they in their hometown or when they in the city.
Yeah.
God
For
for-
home games and whatever.
Yeah, the home games. God forbid the baby mother or the kid and the baby mother ain't in the same city as where they have the home games or his home based team. You know what I mean? He might be someplace where he's from. So, like, you got to give and take with those situations. But, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like we just get shit on for everything.
I mean, anybody that ain't selfish. He has the money to take care of them. Money, not only money raises a child, we know that, but he has the means to make it where he can see all of them as much as possible. Like you say, he got the means for it.
Yeah.
So I don't see anything wrong with it happening. And then the mothers don't even have to be getting along. They don't have to be together.
They probably won't.
I think one or two may.
Yeah, they would. Mariah, I don't see Mariah acting no kind of way. Like, she too mature for that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think she even cares what he got going on, whether he take care of the kids or not, because she got it on her own. But
Right. But you been watching any shows lately? Listen to me. That
Ten Sula.
I don't even want to get to that yet.
What show you been watching?
I want to talk about that happy ending. Power Book, your favorite show, Hut. Power Book 2.
What happy ending?
That shit was so fairy tale.
And your boy died to that.
Who?
What you talking about?
Mecca.
Not Mecca. Zeke.
Come on. We already know, but we know that's the only spin-off they have for the next season. That's what they could play on. That could be the main story, I guess, for the next season. Because what you have, Tyreek now, his mommy, well, his sister finally out of
Foster
health
care.
service, yeah.
Right.
Sorry, foster care. She finally out of foster care, back with the mother. He finally get to see the mother. Tyreek gonna what? He gonna custody as well.
No. You remember he told Monet that they still in business together.
Right.
They still in business
He gonna
together.
start business with Monet.
He still fucking with Effie. He can find out that Braden killed not Braden, Effie.
the girl.
Effie probably killed homegirl Lauren. So he'd be pissed at that. That could be another fucking little drama to do.
That shit was so fairy tale to me though.
Monet could be mad at fucking the husband for killing Zeke. He might start grinding homegirl again. Diana, Monet's daughter. Oh, it'd be all kind of shit going on. And then they could introduce new characters to the game because Macca just came on for season 2.
That season was boring.
I liked it.
That was trash.
I liked it.
That was trash.
What you think about the new power with Tommy? You watched the first episode?
Forced. Yeah.
I know how that can be though.
I watched the first episode. We ain't gotta worry about that no Tom. We ain't gotta worry about it. We got that. Yeah, we ain't gotta worry about that. But I said you gotta start that over. But yeah, Forced to me, the first season.
The first episode.
The first episode to me was
Yeah, it's all right.
it was all right.
It ain't really.
I was hoping they would give you paint a better picture in the first episode of which character is who is what. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you have a brother. Where the fuck this half black brother come from?
Clearly, he daddy black and he daddy's crying. And Tommy lady before
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. Tommy never make no mention of anything.
Tommy never mentioned his grandmother.
Nothing.
Neither nigga.
So the Grammy coming out of nowhere. Now he got a brother. I feel like the girl got a big role. Who you fuck?
Yeah. Cause she fucking the other boy. Was fucking the other boy's son.
I just don't know the connection, and like where it could tie into the ghost story. Like none of these stories really tie.
No.
Tie
That
into
ain't-
power.
No, it's not. That's why these are separate books.
Well, I know, right? But okay, Raising Kanan, he ain't give you no depiction of when he meet Ghost. I think they could do
Not
it.
yet.
I think they could do it in season 2. No depiction of
Probably
when he
the
meet,
end of season 2.
when he meet Ghost, when he meet Tommy.
They getting there.
And I mean, it's good to learn that Tommy from Boston.
Tommy in from Boston.
Where he ride to Chicago or
That's
Boston?
Chicago. That's Chicago.
So
nigga,
clearly he from Chicago.
he never fucking born in Chicago. That nigga born in New York. He
Then-
mom from Chicago.
They ain't say that. This mommy move him down there to New York.
We ain't know. I can't say.
Yeah, I think he born in Chicago and they moved down there to New York. But
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause
it'll be,
he
it'll,
said
be,
he was there.
it'll be surprising to see where that series go. I wasn't too fancy about the first episode.
I agree.
They gotta give me more action than that. We wait too long for Tommy, and I feel like that was gonna be the best series to me.
That's what you thought?
Yeah.
It probably can get more hype, but Ghost is my favorite. Power Book 2, obviously, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I like in Raising Kenan. I like Raising Kenan.
Raising Kanan.
I want to see what happens season 2 Raising Kenan though.
By far, Raising Kanan is the best one.
To you.
The spinoff he came out with.
I'm looking forward to season 2 of BMF, even though that was in the Power universe. I'm looking forward to that though.
But before you see it,
I'm looking forward to it.
whatever.
I think Lil Meech could really act. You know,
I don't think
watching his interviews compared to his acting, totally different, bro.
I don't think so. But that's neither here nor there. I really don't think so. But I was watching that. What else I get into? I got into Yellow Jackets. I was trying to tell you all to watch that. That's a really good. It's a really good show. Finish it. I didn't like how it ended. I started to not like a lot of these season finales. Like I don't feel like they putting a lot into the
What Yellow Jacket about?
season finales. It's about these teenagers. They was on I think soccer team, one of those, and they was going on this field trip to, I guess, play another team in a different state. They catch a private jet, and the jet ended up crashing. They end up crashing in this wilderness, and they found like it's basically it's a mix in between the past them and the future them, like them as kids on this team being stuck on the island or wherever they was. I don't think it was an island, somewhere in the forest, somewhere in the woods. And the shit they went through, having to eat one another, like to survive, they're taking shrooms and almost killing each other, like how high and exhausted they was.
Yeah.
It's like they given a depiction of what they went through and how they are now as adults, like how it affected
How they get there.
how it affecting them as they're now grown and living their life as adults. It's a really good show though about white people. Yeah, because only white people want to eat themselves in the fucking forest.
Big guy.
Like you got raccoons, snakes. You know, I'd eat some fucking leaves before I try to eat. I'm not a human being.
I think I definitely try to eat some leaves.
I'm telling you.
Hey, we eat fucking lettuce. I'd make more salad.
Right, listen. Hey, trust me. I mean, the first fucking sight of hunger, they was trying to eat one another. I'm like, y'all is waiting on the shit. Eh? Someone tell y'all something but human meat. Eh?
Add some salt. You good to go.
But shit, yeah, that was a good. I watch a few documentaries. You know, I like my true crime documentaries, but.
I'm trying to get on these guys.
The funniest shit I watched over the weekend. You've been waiting to talk about the Tinder swindler.
Like hard, boy.
I advise everyone to check that out.
There's a show about this guy. He's a master con man.
He's basically a European Bahamian. Let me put it like that.
Bahamians are not that crafty, bro.
Well,
I am sure we not
trust
that
me
crafty.
when I tell you, Bahamians are crafty, bro.
That boy bad, but he's very talented.
He just on another scale. He on another place on the earth. So
he has better advantage.
the leverage he have, a little more different. We can't ask too much women over here for 30 grand.
We can't ask for the one over here for $300.
Exactly. So which one? Yeah, wait. What? So it's different. It's kind of different.
Oh, wow. But he's really sharp at what he's doing, and the fact that he's so sharp about it, you could say it's him, but nothing is being traced in his name. So he's using other people's shit, to purchase everything. Like he has this extravagant lifestyle that he's not paying for. He's not funding at all.
So basically, what he does is he would meet 3 women on Tinder, right?
Not only 3, but
But how he do it to really? Okay, so he would. I guess he would make one feel like, or he'll make all feel like he really loved them. He befriended one, and the other two, he had them feeling as though they were his main girlfriends. One was paying for the lavish vacations for the friend and him, and he would use the other one to pay the first girlfriend back.
He never did though.
No, he never did.
He never did.
No, and didn't she say the first time he sent her 100,000?
She never received. He send you the statements, and then
one time the one time she did. I think she received 100,000.
No, big guy. No one received no money. He telling them this what we getting. They ain't getting nothing. Everybody getting swing. And he can't make this network work with only 3 women. He has multiple women, but these are only 3 women that came forward. And were actually in the documentary.
But I was just giving her the description of the weavies do, because he using one to
but
pay
no,
for the other.
But you gotta keep in mind first, the reason why these women are comfortable to lend him the money, when he first meets them, he blow their brain one shot. Hey, let's go to coffee or drinks. When they out, you wanna go Paris tonight? They fly to Paris. You have a good time. You ball them out. That coming from other woman expenses.
Expenses, yeah.
Right? So he ball out this one now, because now he planning to see what up. Ball out, he's telling her, I'm a billionaire son. I got this money. He's showing her the lifestyle he living. So she's saying, motherfucker, this nigga got this money. But he said the industry that I'm in is dangerous. So I have enemies who want to kill me. Like, it deep. So now the enemy is getting so close, he can't use his credit card because they're going to trace him. So now I can need your credit card, baby.
And he claims to be in the diamond industry.
And
and his father is a billionaire.
And then he get this one video where his security guard must be in some kind of scruffle, and he gets stitches and he's in the ambulance. He sends that to them to show them how serious it is. I'm like, these guys tried to kill me, but he was there to protect me or whatever. I can't use my credit card, baby. Can you send me $30,000?
And he has all his friends in on it.
Yeah.
He has a fake baby mother that he has, and
I think that's his real kid's mom.
Yeah, well,
I think she had an issue. He had an issue with her before though. She went to court and she testified against his first case when he got locked up in Finland.
Oh, so but hold on, because she was saying the one of the girlfriends was saying that she apparently the baby mother, he owed the baby mother some money too, right?
Yeah, she caught up in the thing. She testified against him by saying.
But then she dropped the charges.
Right, and must when she get pregnant.
She dropped the charges and then she started working with him.
Yeah,
because she was in on it too.
Mm-hmm.
She was in on it.
She lied.
The bodyguard was in on it. The business partner was in on it.
Yeah, everybody.
So
in that circle.
Yeah, it was just a big circle of like a bob and weave.
But the
places, cash flow.
The places he going and the things he doing. That place in Greece. That's fucking nice, bro.
You know what it is. You know what it is for someone to ask you 3 days in a row for $25K.
And he blowing this $25K in 2-3 days, bro. He paying all the bills.
Hotel room is $1,000 a night.
But he blowing your head off, boy. He ain't playing with you, boy.
And they ordering all the lavish, expensive champagnes.
Go get a loan. You get to remortgage your house, sell your car. Like he telling you these things. And then that's what he's telling you. When you get the money to me, I gonna pay you back. So the friend loaned him like 40 grand. She ended up getting 40 grand to him. He then do something is where someone pops on the phone 100 grand wire thing up. When she go to try cash it or whatever, they saying they can't cash it, it's not real or whatever. So he gotta come get a watch from me that's worth 100 grand, carry it to the jeweler. She get the watch. She get a watch to the jeweler. The watch fake. But he great. Yeah, and he got caught. He got locked up for traveling a fake passport. He only get 15 months charge. He did 5 months.
He was
came out.
Yeah.
And he's still living a lavish life. And these girls paying these loan costing 140 grand, 250,000.
Yeah, one of $250,000 debt.
Just debt. But I'm sure Netflix paid them some money to do this documentary. Okay, what we can do, we can clear up your debt for y'all. Just come and do this documentary. That bad, boy. That boy, he's talented. And he out of jail, and he probably still doing it. They say he back on them now. Yeah, shout out to Simon, boy. You the GOAT, bro.
Yeah,
you the GOAT.
Simon doing this shit.
Simon the GOAT.
I sure we got a few Bahamian versions of him out there. Trust me.
But they ain't that good, bro.
Everyone, yeah, we do. That's what I'm saying. We ain't
in the area where these women get this kind of money.
Not even that. Like we ain't afforded these type of luxuries. Like that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't have $30,000 or $250,000 in their bank account.
And a lot of them can't get that loan. The
Exactly.
most of a woman probably could get a loan for if she ain't real established is like 10 grand.
This girl over a period of
Maybe.
6 months get four $70,000 loans.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. Like you could never do that.
She's
you could never
bullying.
do that here.
Like they's blowing it. Oh, you know how she got the upper too? He told her, I would make you an employee. And he sent her a pay stub for $94,000 a month.
To make it look like that's how much she make.
Right, but she's never seen this money.
Yep.
But he bad, but he just eating her brain.
Yeah, he's smart. But
He
that's,
write her a check. She gonna go cash a check. None.
that's what
None.
scammers do.
But he hard. And then he gets so offended when they try to call him out on his bullshit. He say, but what you gonna pay for this? But he bad, but he talented.
Yeah.
And then when the police were investigating him, nigga been doing this shit for me. He's like 16, bro. He stopped talking to him when he's like 18. Like he didn't get locked up. He didn't spend 3 years. He didn't come out. He get better. So now when he get locked up, he not getting locked up for that because this girl name on the credit card, that girl name on the credit card, that girl name on the credit card. As far as he concerned, they gave me the rights to use their credit card, which then they did.
Yeah.
So technically, he ain't really doing a crime. Y'all just dumb and give him your money. Not dumb, but nigga did a good job of, convincing them.
Yeah. Shout out to Simon. He's the go for real. We gotta give him a round of applause for that.
I know all the girls are gonna be mad at us for saying this. I apologize, but nigga did a good job, bro.
I mean, like to be honest with you, that was crafty. Like
That's sharp, bro.
That's ridiculous.
And he's a really Middle Eastern nigga, so he look, and the way he presents himself, but he look like you could be who you say you are.
How do you feel about constant availability expectations from women, or just people on the whole?
I mostly get it from women.
From women you date, right?
Yeah. It's funny you said that. I had an incident earlier this week about that. Like, boy, I don't even know how to word this. Like, it's just like,
Or name drop. That's all I.
no, I ain't even dropping. It's just that. I mean, when I get to you, I get to you. Is how I feel. But like, when I'm available for you. Like, if I'm not, that shouldn't be something like
I feel like this. If you don't reach me urgently, call. You know what I mean?
What if they call and you don't answer the call?
Well, that's a difference.
Are you technically avoiding them or you busy? What is it like?
Sometimes I wouldn't mean. I'd look at the phone.
So should they feel some way that they know you probably purposely ignoring them? Should they feel some kind of way about that?
No.
Why not?
I don't feel it's because it's my phone. Like I can answer my phone when I please.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Now I would feel like an asshole if it's an urgent message or if it's an emergency you trying to get past to me. But half of the times they'd be calling you talking about shit. Just want to breathe on the phone with you. I don't like the phone. I don't like to be on the phone that long.
I don't like to talk on the phone. I could text all day. I don't like
texting all day.
I don't mind that versus a phone call.
I don't like to be pen pals with somebody. So we could text, hey, good morning. I could tell you, like, you know what I mean?
You gotta talk in person.
No, I do rather talk in person, but I'm saying when it comes to texting, I can't just bing a person all day. Like we throughout the whole day we texting one another back and forth. To me, that is get old fast. Sometimes you do enjoy it with people, but it gets really old fast, and then what to talk about after that? You know what I mean? So sometimes with certain people you have to leave. Like you have to gauge them in that and how you conversate with them, because you don't want to like lead them on and make them feel as though, hey, we could do this all day, every day. Even if you calling me, don't call me I was having a conversation with someone the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you get a woman's number and just pick up the phone and call her?
Without sending a message first?
Yeah, or like y'all don't have no type of rapport with one another. You don't really know her like that. You just pick up the phone and just call her, hey, how you doing? Like they'll tell you nowadays you doing too much or you thirsty.
Pretty much.
I think that's where we is with communication now. So
yeah, because it's easy to shoot a message, bro. I gotta agree with that. I mean,
I agree with it, but I'm saying
I feel like if a girl does that to me, she really like me. I think she doing too much, but she really interested.
That's why I feel as though like just don't call me at any time. Wait, don't do that.
Oh, I do think it's disrespectful to just video call me on the blue.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
We had no prior conversation. Video call from so and so.
You ever got into something, an argument or like any type of back and forth with a female you was dating about like she messaging you and you being online and not answering her? Like she could like she.
Well, I didn't.
This was the specific argument. Like
Yeah, I mean,
I could see you online, but you ain't answering me.
Yeah, see, it wouldn't be a back and forth. If she says that, I'm gonna ignore her. Straight up gonna ignore.
Yeah,
Like
just ignore every woman.
I don't. But listen to me. I ignore anybody. You don't know any woman.
So you can ignore permanently, or this is just a temporary ignore.
This is temporary. Okay, you get yourself together. Cause fuck you think you talking to?
But she most likely could bring that back up though.
That's fine. I can avoid that or skip over. My whole thing is, bro, if I online, I answer you. I could be doing business online with somebody else. I could be on an important phone call. I could be talking to my daughter. Like, that don't mean I have to necessarily answer you because you see me online.
Yeah.
And who are you for me to even have this conversation to argue with you about that? From you message me random that shit, that means you think you worth more to me than you are.
Right.
So I'm definitely going to ignore you. You can't be talking to me. Now, when you want to speak to me in a respectful manner or about something that makes sense, we can do that. But until then, listen to me. My old man tell you, if he message me something I don't like, and I don't want to, he's be like, oh yeah, you mad.
Women don't even really be caring with that all no more like that. But it's just
What? Boy, you must I didn't buck something when you bucking. Listen to me, boy.
well, I date more mature women. You see what I'm saying? And no knock on you, right? But because why you laughing about that though?
I can leave that.
But yeah, like
Hey,
I would prefer to deal with a woman who ain't got the time to worry about why I ain't texting her right back.
and how do you decipher
Well, you don't.
how that woman would be? That's what I'm saying.
You don't off the bat, right? But it's a caliber of women that
Oh,
That-
so your caliber, woman
that
is
you
higher
could-
than my
no.
caliber.
no, I ain't saying that, right? I don't want to put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, that's
Right?
out there.
But listen, where I might meet a woman, let me just put it like that. Where I might meet a woman may be different from where you meet a woman. And that could determine the caliber or the
Let me
type of women.
Give me 3 places where you would meet a woman.
In church.
What?
Let me stop fucking with you. Well, I don't go out like that. I
Okay.
don't really go out like that.
Okay.
So if I meet a woman, it would probably be social media, probably. But with social media, you could really watch your prey before you know what I mean. You could
Go watch her say pray.
You could kind of
Gauge what kind of woman she
gauge
is.
what type of woman she is by
What-
some. I don't really like to do that, to put stock into that, but you kind of get an idea of who she is by her social media.
What about
Other
her
than
workplace? What about her workplace?
I wouldn't. I've like in recent. I don't think I've ever come across a woman on a workplace. I've like places like the food store or
What about the bank?
I buck in the shop somewhere. I don't really go to the bank. I don't go inside the bank. I go to the ATM and that's that. I don't really. Not a lot of times in the past 2 years I really stand on the line to the bank. So, but it'll be places like the grocery store. Huh? No, I trust in person more. You see what I'm saying? But like if I go, let's say, remember we saw each other in the spot Christmas.
Right.
I would never approach a woman then. I would never do it.
But
then.
I mean, that's just an outing, bro. That
Not-
don't mean that
not-
doesn't define what a woman is.
No, not because of that.
What it is then?
Not because of that. That environment on the whole, to me, I don't go in that environment to meet women. I go to enjoy myself. You see what I'm saying? So if like, I feel like in that type of environment, women expect to be hit on. So sometimes they have their guard up. Sometimes they could just be being an idiot for no reason because they're in that environment. I feel as though sometimes when you catch them more off guard, more in a subtle environment, you could get a better feel of who they is. And not like in that quick sense. Grocery store, I bugged them somewhere by the gas station, something like that. You know what I mean? Or like a more like that environment, right? But more subtle. Say if we go to,
Captain's deck.
I don't know what that is.
That's how better old balcony is downtown. The old balcony. As soon as you hit the curve upstairs.
Right, or
That's a
Bahama.
mall.
Like remember where we been that time, Bahama?
Okay, yeah.
Like that, yeah. That more subtle, you know what I mean? Women, they're expecting you to come on to them, but
That might be a higher class of gold digger. That's all it is.
I know. I guess.
That's all I see it. That's how I see it. I mean, me personally, I've met women in all kind of places. Food store, to the bank, on the line, paying my bills. See, I never used to like pay bills online because I want to go out to see what I can see.
Right,
You know, I've met women in all kind of places, and I've met great caliber women in the places where you're talking about as well. So they might have gone out that one time with their friend. You know, they heard about it, they want to try it. So it's different. You know, that don't really determine much, but I feel as if the caliber of women, when you meet them, see your expectations is different from my expectation. You might be looking for something of standard substance, you know.
No.
So
I ain't even know.
when you reach these caliber women, what are you looking for? Or when you date them, are you looking for something meaningful?
Not off rip. I have to feel them out first.
Okay,
Like I have to feel them out. I could say,
but that's
hey,
that's the goal at some point.
I mean, with any woman, you would hope to like, you know what I mean? Unless you're going into it, unless I'm going to go buy some vagina, then I know off rip. Hey,
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean?
you trying to me every woman you
just
date.
no. Sometimes, yeah, you just want to have fun, right? But you know more than likely, like what's the chances you score going out to fuck someone on the first night? What's the percentage rate you think the success rate you would have?
Boy,
So you know,
I got into that aggressive on camera.
all right, you know, but be
I got into
honest.
the aggressive. Listen, boy, I've been in predicaments. I actually had this conversation today. I've been in some wild predicaments when it comes to females, bro.
Okay,
Fuck, I think that shit. I'd say
you think that is
I'd say 40%.
for you? I mean, all right, not for you, in general. Like you think men meet women
With the women,
at a
with
40% rate and fuck them the first time?
at the generation that we dealing with now, yeah, boy,
Well,
you'd be surprised.
Well, I probably far removed from this generation, but
You'd be surprised.
I don't think I feel as though from you meet a woman, you got to put some time in that already in your head. Whether it be
You
a week,
ever meet a girl and she tell you she wanted to fuck you the first time, but she didn't because she didn't want you to look at her a certain kind of way.
Yes.
My point. So that's their mindset. They probably want to.
But some women would want to fuck you and have you in the bed and still play around with you.
Because they don't want to fuck you in the first time because they don't want you to view them that way.
But
But the point is,
That's besides what we arguing though.
my point is, if you finesse them the right way and you still get the fuck that night, the percentage is it can happen more than once.
No, I know it can
Oh.
happen more than once. What I'm arguing is, I don't think that's a general consensus.
No.
When men go out, they feel if they meet a woman, even if it's a week, you still have to court them in some way, maybe, or you still have to put some effort in.
I mean,
I don't think I don't think most men or behemoth niggas go and say, "Boy, I go fuck something tonight."
no.
Yeah,
I don't never.
you might say that.
No.
You might say that, but you don't really believe that shit.
I've never even said that. Or I don't even think that don't even be my intention.
Exactly.
But I'm saying I've been in predicaments where it has happened, or I see one afraid it can happen.
That's the exception. It does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen. I ain't saying it don't, but I'm saying at the
But
rate,
I don't. Yeah, I don't have. I
at the
don't think
rate we
nigga-
may
yeah.
think it do. I don't think it does.
I don't think niggas go with that
So
intention though. No.
whenever you meet a woman, you already thinking, okay, whether this be a week span, whether this be 2 months, something got to go into this in order for me to get what I want.
Let's go trying to get 2 or 3 numbers.
But in your mind, you don't say, all right, I got to take out sometime this week. I might have to link up with
you
her
have
some-
to show some
You
kind
see
of
what I'm saying?
interest.
But
yeah.
in that time, you got to say, okay, in meeting or whenever it is, y'all two end up going out or spending some time together, you would start to learn if you could have this person around you more than often. Or if you could see yourself developing something with this person. You get to know that. So I don't think like
I like if I meet a female and it depends how I approach a female. From I am attracted on a certain level, like I could see myself being with her. I approach her I approach all females as a gentleman, but I let her know from jump, let's go to dinner. Yeah, so for my takeover to dinner, this is my chance, my opportunity to see where her mindset is, what kind of woman this is.
Right.
And I can gauge from that point on. Because I personally feel like I only need to go with you that first time to have some kind of insight or where I'm going to take this relationship between me and you.
Yeah.
So I can gauge from that saying, you know what? But this woman, she better than I thought. I could see us going further. Or yeah, this one ain't making no fucking sense. I think I could try knock this down and knock her off.
I won't get off this because we've been on this for a little while. But I want to ask you something. You feel as though women intentions now is for you to come into their life and just show your work off the bat. Like there's no discord. They automatically feel as though, okay, if I talk to this nigga, it ain't really no getting to know one another. It's he in my life.
What he could do for me.
What he could do for me.
Yes.
That's how it is now, right? I start to get that sense.
Definitely.
Like it's like you even if you about to take a woman on a date, right? I preferably would like to know the person, have some type of discourse, some type of transaction or communication back and forth before I really take out. You know what I mean? I ain't just meet this person on social media and hey, I want to go out with you tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't even know if I want to spend that type of money on you. Like I don't know who you is. We might have the worst date ever. So I'd like to have some type of discord with you, some type of like conversation. You know what I mean? Some back and forth with one another before we go out on a date or we really try to get to know one another. But I feel like they expect you to come into life, spend the bag, start paying their bills, and I don't want to sound ignorant about it, but like that's the sense that they're giving you. If you ain't doing nothing for them immediately, they ain't got no time for you.
You do have a lot of women like that. I don't say it's all.
They won't.
It's a high percentage.
They won't admit it though. They won't admit that.
Some will, amongst their friends, or like if she view you as a male friend, she let you know.
Yeah.
You have a lot of females who open with that shit though. They let you know, boy, this nigga ain't doing nothing for me. I ain't want no nigga who ain't doing nothing for me. And,
that's so unrealistic and weird. That's why
That's why people is end up in the conversation. What do you bring to the table, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's where that's end up. You know what I mean? But I rather, like how you say you rather Discord. It depends because like some things you can feel vibes from jump. So for my having that conversation with you, if I meet you in person, I prefer to meet females in person.
Me too.
Automatically.
But I'm saying,
I would another conversation I can say.
I'm saying like let's be real. Majority of the people is meet, even friends,
on social media.
Even women friends nowadays, they meet on social media.
Yeah.
So just like how women, they could like see each other picture on social media. Girl, you look so good. You
and
look
become
good.
friends.
You
Yeah.
look good. Let's go. Meet me here for the. I can't do that to a stranger.
Yeah.
I would have to like know you for at least 2 weeks before I say. At least a week before I say, hey, meet me here for. You know what I mean? Or even have you in my space like that. But hey, that's the zone we in now, I guess. That's the era we in with these.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it because I've done it and I don't have a problem doing it.
But the problem...
I mean, I feel like that speeds up the process. I can know right there and then if you're making any sense if I should even fucking message you anymore from that point on.
The problem I have is women now feel as though you must do something for them immediately. Like, immediately. If like I saying, if I try to trick on you, then yeah, that's the difference. You know what I mean? But only a few women you really would trick on. Like, I ain't trying to trick on all these girls. Like, come on. Some of these girls ain't even worth it, to be honest with you.
Majority.
I sound like I hate women, but I don't. I promise y'all I don't.
You just speaking from experience,
Yeah,
man. Like,
like
shit.
It's just crazy out this wild out here. But that's why I just focusing on what I got to do.
Like,
And whoever come along, come along.
Listen to me. I've been on this road, but I've seen, like, it ain't plenty, but it ain't much with y'all, bro.
No.
It really ain't much with y'all.
Scarce as fuck out here.
Like, damn. Like, it's crazy, but it's crazy out here. Like,
Yeah.
and some women sugarcoat it and pretend they just good woman or they work so much, but you get down to the nitty gritty, they ain't it, bro.
Fuck.
They ain't it.
NBA trade deadline tomorrow, 3:00. We all then getting traded. But I need Westbrook gone. I need him off the Lakers.
Where you can go? Where you can go?
I had a stirring up a trade rumor with what's this called? Washington, not Washington.
You should have stayed with Washington.
That's what John Wall. No, Houston. They trying to get John Wall for him.
Hey, you ready to be in Houston?
Straight up trade. Yeah, but I think they're gonna get him and waive him. They'll waive him for roster space. They trying to get John Wall off their books.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think I hope they do that. I mean, it ain't too much. Like it's an even trade off. I don't think you're getting too much a difference. But hey, I'll take that. I'll take that over Westbrook, to be honest with you.
John what?
Yeah, he's horrible. He's a horrible fit for this team. I don't think he's a good fit.
What about Melo? Think Melo's all up for the day?
Yeah, he's playing good. He's playing extremely well for like the role. I think he's playing him too much minutes, to be honest with you. They need to cut that from 30 to at least give him 18, 20 minutes a game. I don't think he needs
Melo?
Yeah, I don't think he need more than that. Because his defense is lackadaisical. I think Harden, I need to see that trade happen too.
Brooklyn? You don't think he's good for Brooklyn?
He want to leave. He letting them know he want to leave.
Already?
Harden don't want to be
He's a
there.
lousy nigga, but
He don't want to be there. I think
Kyrie come back, right?
they should trade. No, but Kyrie still got playing home games.
They don't need Harden if Kyrie could come back fully.
Well, they want to trade. Well, they was in talks with the 76ers to trade him for Ben Simmons. Hopefully that goes through. I think Ben Simmons would be a better fit in Brooklyn anyway. I feel like if Harden goes to 76ers, that make them an instant contender. They coming out these.
Oh, you think coming to the West? You think Lakers coming to the
No, sir. I don't see it no more. I don't see it.
Golden State cutting ass, boy.
Yeah, they look
They
good.
busting heads, son.
They look good.
They want to get Clay Destin. Clay
I
Clay's
see.
a monster.
I think I think it could be Phoenix again. I hate to say it because I didn't like them in the finals from last year, but I feel like it could be them again.
But the Bucks, how the Bucks looking?
Yeah, the Bucks. The Bucks, it'll either be the Bucks, and if this trade goes through with James Harden to the 76ers, I would see the 76ers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Bucks and 76ers. Or Bucks and Miami Heat. That's my take.
Same thing as last year.
Yeah, that's my take. All the vaginas probably done dry up from these conversations we have. I promise y'all, we bash women for at least how we love y'all. I promise you we love y'all.
They mad. They can't wait to comment, actually.
Oh, God. I can feel it now. But I ready to get the fuck out of here. It's a good little podcast. It's only us. You know what I mean? But hey.
You got some women who might agree with us, though.
Hmm?
You got some women who might agree with us. Because you got some women on your who really, hold it down, man. Really do their own thing for real.
Yeah.
And they the quiet ones. They're the ones who low key. That's why they don't expect no nigga to do nothing for them automatically. The ones who expect that they break. They break. They ain't got nothing to bring to the table. That's why they expect these things. You know what I mean? What are you worried for me to be taking care of you? What is your word, baby?
That's real.
You can give me a vagina?
That's real, bro.
Like the nigga said in the podcast, what the woman could give you, you could buy. You could buy a vagina. You could buy someone to cook and clean and take care of your fucking house. What you bringing, baby? No, fucking, you ain't bringing me no peace.
Some of them barely get cooked. Giving you watery
Wait,
pasta.
I won't believe I asked women if they could cook,
Watery pasta.
I mean, say what? But listen to me.
Watery
I go to
pasta.
fucking Aquafire and get my fucking seafood ingredient before I let my cooking water.
That shit making noise. You can hear that. Yeah. They're ready to get out of here. We can shut it down. We can shut it down with some Drake. Some Drizzy tonight. But
You your feelings, boy.
no, man, just Drake it.
Oh,
Shut it down. They gotta shut it down. But I promise you, women, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to all our listeners, everyone that's still with us. All 28 of y'all. We got up one since Christmas. But
It was 27.
it was 27. We got to be up to 28 now. Yeah, this was a good podcast. Like I said, shout out to all our listeners, all our viewers. We appreciate you guys. We got to try and get some sponsors for the podcast, man. This year is it. This year is it for us. We almost at a quarter. 25 episodes in.
Yeah.
Next episode. Yeah, we doing our thing though. We gonna be there.
Timing.
Yep. But let's get out of here. May the universe grant us serenity to accept the things we can't change. The wisdom to change things that we can. And I said it wrong again.
Yeah. Because it'll be the wisdom of the difference.
Yeah, I know.
The courage.
May the universe grant us serenity to accept the things we can't change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I don't know what this be going on in my mind when I gotta say this prayer now.